Hello everybody, so I'm sharing another layout that I did, and this is from my little app session with my kids. I had them all playing with the app that I had downloaded to my phone, and it was a great day because it was just so funny seeing all of their different faces in this. It's through Snapchat, and what it does is it changes your face. And so I took quite a few different photos of my kids, and I made one of my favorites from each child. I made it a little bit larger, and then I took some of the other photos and I just made them smaller so that I'd be able to scrapbook all of the different photos. It was just a great day, and I wanted to make sure that I scrapbooked that. Okay, so the background that I'm using for this layout is a scraptastic exclusive. Or I should actually start by saying that I used the drops of Jupiter, and I believe that that's the March kit through Scraptastic, and I used the Scraptastic exclusive for the background, and that's by Caitlin Schaefer, and it's called Free Time. And then I went ahead and used the aqua cardstock that came in the kit, and I used that as a matting for my entire layout also on the photo. And then I used 3 of the patterned papers just to kind of add something to the right side of my layout for the other photos that I had. And so the polka dot paper that I used is Jen Hatfield from the Everyday Collection, and it's called Dotted Chevron. And then also on the opposite side where you can see that navy thin strip, that is the opposite side of that large polka dot. And then the star paper is one of my favorites that came in this kit, and that's by Amy Tangerine, the Better Together collection, and that's called Stars and Stripes. And then I took the cloud paper that came in the kit as well, and that is Chamel's Starshine collection, and it's called Rosetta. And I've seen quite a few people cut up the clouds and use them as accents, or not accents, as embellishments. And so I thought that that was a great idea, and I decided to go ahead and do that for this layout also. The this arrow, the arrow that says this inside of it, that is an acrylic piece, and that came in one of my old kits. I'm not sure which kit that came in, but I had that put away in my stash, so I'm going to go ahead and use that as part of my title. And I'm noticing that you can see through it, and so I'm going to end up backing that with some just really subtle paper, but I'm not going to get to that yet. So I'm going ahead and pulling out some of my embellishments. With this kit this month, I decided to go ahead and go through my embellishments that I have in my stash, and I have them color coded. I use photo boxes and I separate all of my embellishments by color. And so I went through my aquas and I pulled out a lot of the embellishments that I thought would match this kit. And so I'm using a lot of my own things, which I added, which was nice. So that little banner piece, that's a puffy sticker that came out of my stash of embellishments, as well as that chipboard circle piece, and that says on it favorite, and it's got a little arrow, and I'm going to add one of my word stickers, and those word stickers also came from one of the kits that I had put away in my stash. Most of my stash stuff came from old kits, but I don't remember which kits they came from anymore because they've been put away for so long. I do believe, though, that those little blue stars are Studio Calico. I'm pretty sure that I got those when I was a subscriber to Studio Calico, and so I wanted to make sure and use those. So I'm just going to kind of put down a few embellishments. I'm not going to over-embellish this much, just because I really want the photos to stand out, and there's so many different photos on this layout. I believe this is the second layout of this little photo session that I had with my children. And so I'm going to title this one a little bit differently than I titled the last one. With the last the last set of photos that I did was my son's, and that one was called Fun Apps or something like that. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use the same title on the next 2 layouts that I'm going to be making, because I'm going to be making 2 more that are somewhat similar in style, as far as using a large photo and 5 to 6 little tiny photos, just kind of showing some of the story. And then I'm going to just make some quick journaling. Although I am going to say that with the journaling, I'm using the exact same journaling for each layout, and that's because they're going in separate albums for each one of my children, and it's just really kind of vague journaling, and it just kind of explains what the photos are about. And so I guess I can read the journaling that I'm not even getting to the journaling yet. I do that at the end, but I did journal. I downloaded a new app to my phone. It would change your face. It was so fun to play with. It was so fun to play with. All of the kids got a turn playing with it. I just couldn't resist snapping a few photos. We all had great laughs. And so I felt that journaling was very vague and went with every layout that I'm going to be creating based on this. So some of the words that I'm putting around in with the little clusters, which I have actually multiple clusters. I just kind of spread them around wherever I felt like putting them. I have best of times, awesome you, silly, love this, smile and play, cherish, and on the large favorite chipboard circle, I put favorite, and then underneath it, I put adventure. Just because it was a really fun day. And actually, the awesome I put up there with the puffy sticker banner that says you, so it says awesome you. And I'm not one to put a lot of little tiny words like this, but I've been noticing that with all these little photos, it's been really fun to, finally start using some of the stuff that I have put away. I tend to just scrapbook with my kits and then forget about everything as I have it put away. And it's been really fun using all of my stuff. So I think I'm going to start doing that, where I actually pull some of my things and add it to the kits so that I can have some extra things to play with and use up some things that are a little bit older. So here I'm backing up that acrylic that acrylic arrow. And I think that just kind of makes it so it's not so distracting with the matting showing behind it. That wasn't too difficult to do. I just added some glossy accents and then just kind of cut around it. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. And the rest of my title is going to be letters from my stash. Now, this I do know that I bought in the letters that I have now. I bought in a 12 by 12 sheet, and it came in multiple colors. I want to say 6 different colors. It looks like it's about 2-inch strips, and it came on a 12 by 12 sheet. And I just cut the strips apart so that I would have the alpha in color coded like I do. I also color code my my letters, and so I thought that these ones matched really well, and I went ahead and pulled some navy, and there it is, my Love This Face as a title. And so I'm just going to draw my journaling lines, and I already read the journaling to you, so I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Bye.